Decided today it was a good day to go to the Restore, which is a Habitat for Humanity spot. If you guys have never been to one, it's basically where people who are building stuff, if they end up with like windows and cabinets and things they take out of an old house, they'll just take it there and donate it. So it's kind of like going to a Goodwill, but for building components.
Anyway, store to look for cabinets, but it looks like the only cabinets here today are the corner cabinets, and no one wants corner cabinets. Well, unfortunately, there were no cabinets of the right size at the Restore. In fact, there were very few upper cabinets at all. And that's okay. This isn't really the time of year when people are doing major renovations on old houses. It's cold outside. So I'll have to check again later or look through what I already have in the garage and see if it's something I can mount on that side of the wall. Looks like I'm wearing the same sweatshirt. So I was just running down the street to the Restore to see if I could find some cabinets for this upper rung on the wall. I didn't find anything I liked. So I went ahead and took down some that were over in the workbench area or the other side of the garage. I'd kind of hoped to find something that had a little bit less 1980s vibe and maybe something a little bit older than that that would just be like shaker or something like that I could just clean up. So this will probably be something that I don't keep permanently, but I do need a place to store things. Like it is not my intent to display the fact that I have car oil, for example. So that stuff needs to go into a cabinet. Workbench area, I had this small cabinet. Hang on a second. And it's just like a normal 80s style wood, but it's particle board as well. So it's not a great cabinet, but it's only like 16 inches tall. And I think the other one, which I found, it's sitting on its side right now, that was upstairs. I think I had been using it as a bench a couple of years ago because there's a piece of wood tacked to the top and it was just sitting in the corner. Anyways, it was basically empty and it's 18 inches. So they don't match perfectly. That's okay for now, I guess. I just need a place to put stuff. Let's do this. There you go. Ta-da! We're gonna want to grab some screws out of here because this next one's bigger. Someday, I will have this all sorted out, or I will have enough money to not care anymore. But I am not in that position right now today. I think it's structurally sound enough to use this way. It's a hazard of using these old cabinets. I'm never 100% sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and I know that this one I'm gonna lift all the way up as high as I can go, touching this silver stuff, which there's a little bit of give to it. And then we'll get it up into the space. We gotta get it all the way up in there and then slot it over and drop it down. So let's see if that's something I can do without help. This thing weighs about 40 pounds, by the way. Yeah, maybe more. Maybe more like 50. Probably be more if it was solid wood. I don't really know, to be honest. But it doesn't matter. Okay, I admit this is not a good situation, and I feel like I'm kind of pushing against something. I am, okay. Stuck on that other cleat, I think. Am I over far enough? Stuck on something. Hold on. The clip is on this side. It wouldn't be lined up like it is unless it was on that side too. Whew, I feel like that was a pretty close call in my opinion. That felt really close. Okay, so we're good. And that is set in place. but we're gonna slide it down. So there we go. Look at that. That's so good. I know it looks like not great, but like, dude, with just like some random, I'm not a cabinet person. This looks great. And I know it's super high up, and there's no room for like ceiling material, but I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with the ceiling yet anyways. I'll get to that when I get to it. And by then I'm probably gonna have a different situation. These were just to get something in place. I'm satisfied with it. This is good. I'm not putting 1,000,000 pounds up there anyhow. I'll be putting in like, you know, propane and spray paint and things of that nature. Whew. I gotta say, this was a project I did not expect to be this difficult. Everything I've been doing here felt like I was like, oh yeah, I'll just slap a whole bunch of together. Everybody on the internet just makes it look like it's super easy to do all of this. And maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it just feels like it's not super easy to do all of this. Especially since you're making it up as you go. All right, so there's cabinets up. I'm happy about that. The situation is with rakes, because I've got these bits out the front here. Oh, this will be great. This is gonna be fantastic. Hey, look at that. Look at that. It's just right there at the edge. Like these, hell, I could probably turn these around so their tines are facing in. It's gonna be a little tight, but I am so happy. That turned out great. Okay. I have watched several videos of people doing French cleats for their workshops, and it always looks like they just went from nothing to fully loaded in like a day. That can't possibly be the case. I have now spent far too much time on this for that to be the case for them, unless they have like no work during the day. So anyhow, what we've got so far from last couple videos, I've got the tools in here, and now I've got the cabinets up top, and they're all full of stuff. So I am super happy with that, and we're gonna go ahead and call it good for the night. My name is John Decker. Thank you for following along if you are. If you're not, subscribe. If you like this kind of video where you see someone take a messy space and turn it into a nice clean space.